This is a real story of a family member. For privacy reasons, we use a different name and AI images. I gave this title The 6 Years in 3 Months. If you have a better title for this story, please share in the comment below. Let's dive into the story. The 6 years and 3 months. For 6 years, Dawit lived with an ache that never left his chest. He had come to the United States from Ethiopia, chasing the dream that so many carried, the hope of building a better life for his family. He arrived with barely enough English to order coffee, and even less money in his pocket. But he worked. God, he worked. Days as a dishwasher, nights delivering food, and weekends helping in construction. Every dollar went back home. He watched his children grow up in WhatsApp videos. Mai's first tooth, Samuel's school recital, Nadi learning to say Daddy Almaz, his wife, always smiling in the videos, though he could hear the tiredness behind it. He promised her that one day soon, we'll all be together. However, soon took 6 years. Finally, the day came. Their immigration papers were finally approved. Dawit cleaned the apartment top to bottom, bought a second-hand couch, even found a bunk bed for the kids. He waited at the airport like a man seeing the sun for the first time. They arrived in winter. If you watched this far, please subscribe to our channel. It will motivate us to share more real stories. Back to our story. The hugs were long. The tears were quiet but endless. Almaz looked thinner than he remembered, but he chalked it up to the stress of the move. The kids were shy at first, then clung to him like they'd never let go. They started their new life in America. The children enrolled in school. Almaz began helping around the apartment, learning to navigate the cold, unfamiliar city. Dawit took a few weeks off just to be with them. He would wake early and watch her in the kitchen, humming to herself, wrapped in her white shama, trying to find comfort in a foreign land. Then came the fatigue, then pain. It started small. She was tired all the time, losing her appetite, complaining of stomach aches. Dawit took her to the clinic. Tests led to more tests. The doctor looked them in the eyes and said the words no one is ready to hear. Cancer. Advanced. Aggressive. It didn't feel real. They had waited 6 years to be together. And now, time was slipping away like water between fingers. Treatment began, but her body was already exhausted. She lasted 3 months. In those 3 months, Dawit became a full-time caregiver, husband, and father. He cooked every meal, bathed her when she couldn't stand, held her hand through the chemo sessions, and read her favorite psalms every night. The kids would pile in a bed with her and tell stories in broken English and Amharic. Sometimes she'd laugh. Sometimes she'd just close her eyes and listened. When she passed, the city felt colder than ever. The funeral was quiet. Just a few Ethiopian friends from the local church, neighbors, and Dawit's co-workers. He wrapped her in the netela she brought from Addis, placed her wedding ring on her chest, and kissed her forehead one last time. But life had to keep moving. Dawit got the kids ready for school every morning. He braided Mahi's hair like Almaz taught him, learned how to make shiro what, and took Samuel to soccer practice every Saturday. He talked about their mother every night, how strong she was, how brave, how much she loved them. He didn't get to build the long life he dreamed of with her in America. But for 3 precious months, they were together, under the same roof, eating the same food, hearing the same prayers whispered over their children. And every morning, when the sun rose over the skyline, Dawit would whisper to the sky, "You made it, Almaz. You made it here, and I'll carry you forward." If you want to know how Dawit and his family doing now, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe.